Did Davido's album flop?
That's $1 million question.
$1 million question for real. Like, because we're not getting the same hype we usually get. Like, we're meant to be hearing at least 3 to 5 songs on the streets steady. How many songs have you been hearing?
I think it will be like
maybe just one.
It will be like a whiskey type of album thing where it grows on you. You feel me?
But it's been over a month, bro. Like, I feel like...
I know, yeah. So, for someone like
Davido, one of the bigs, like, the big threes or whatever. Like, I feel like the album should be receiving more hype. It just seems like Davido's album 5, the album, it feels like it flopped.
Yeah, it just came out.
It just came out well, like a single, And we've been doing our research, to try to figure out why did Davido's album flop? Why is 5, the album, not doing as good as it's supposed to be doing? And I think we came up with some reasons that will be really interesting to some of y'all. So stick with us to the end, because in this episode, we're going to be letting you all know the reasons why Davido's 5 album flopped. But we're going to listen to some opinions on the streets about Davido's 5 album, and we would see their take on it to know if they think it's a good album like me, or if they think it's a floppy disc
like you.
Do you think Davido's album flopped?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Okay, so that means you've listened to his last album, Abi?
Yes, of course.
What's your favorite song?
Sweet Fantasia.
I know if you forget you. Okay. Do you think Davido's album flopped or not?
It is.
It did flop.
When Davido releases an album, there's a lot of talk about the album. There's a lot of noise being made about the album usually, but recently for this one, I've not really heard any noise or anything about this album. Yeah.
To me, I will really say it flopped.
Why?
To be honest.
Why?
Because probably from a sentimental.
Since when did you start becoming a Davido fan?
No, not that. Like, I just feel he has really worked hard for this. Like, he really put in work.
No, Davido is a hard worker.
No. I'm talking about this album.
This album, right?
Promotion, like,
really?
5. Guy, he did a collab with PlayStation.
He did a collab with PlayStation. I didn't see that. Davido did a collab with PlayStation for 5 album.
Bro, he went hard. Like, this guy went hard.
Yo.
So I'm like, okay. Come on, there are a couple of good songs there.
No, I feel you. We're actually gonna get to that,
So,
because it's weird.
With the way you are terming flop, or the way you are going to term flop is in terms of numbers. Are we using numbers?
Well,
or we're using he's not playing, we are not hearing it on the streets. Like,
in terms of numbers, his numbers are actually doing good. On Spotify, his numbers are doing good. I'm not gonna lie. But in terms of like the hype, because right now, there are songs, they do well in terms of numbers, but there is also the hype that comes with it. Like, you might like some songs, but how many songs are actually like popping? Like, how many songs are like, anywhere I go, I hear this song, I hear that song,
So it's still down to his strategy. The song everybody knows that is pushing this album, to be honest,
is one song,
with Omale. So Davido knows that, and this guy is not just an album. This guy not just a project in a long time. People are waiting for an Omale project. Let me give them a teaser. That song.
It doesn't sound like a Davido song.
You went to go and meet Omale and say, bro, I will just give me one song from your album. I will just shake me.
I want verse.
So,
but for real, I get that. But back to what you said, the album, the songs, I liked a couple songs on there. Personally, I did like a couple songs from the album.
Like that Offer Me.
With the one with Victoria Monet. Wasn't bad at all, and he did a video for it, and it's actually doing well, but still, it's like, you're not hearing a lot of Davido, And let's backtrack now. Let's backtrack into when he actually released it. He released it on the 18th of April. Right? And before then, that was not the date he was supposed to release it. He was supposed to release it earlier. In March. He kept pushing it backwards for some reason,
I told you that he wanted to put in more work. That was when it was even that period that he pushed. That was when the PlayStation thing came up, and then he even had to do meet all these streamers.
Before you
creators.
Artists
like the one
abroad.
Like he was really.
He wanted to go hard on this album.
So I think seeing it like have these numbers and these stats, I think it's not really encouraging to him, to be honest.
Yeah,
I can feel
exactly.
because when he dropped the album on UK charts, like the album went to number 1. Couple of days later, like they all disappeared from top 10.
You feel
Like,
like
is that
even
really-
in Nigeria, Apple Music top 10, like 1 to 10, 1 to 15, whatever it was, Davido. But then after a while, it was just scattering. We're not seeing a lot of 5 songs on the charts, like topping the charts like that. And we'll get to that real soon. But back to what you were saying, Davido actually really put in a lot of hype and a lot of promotion pre-release and during the release of this project. So it's like it's not like the project is doing badly, but it should be doing better based on say one that Davido and the work he put in. It should be doing better than it is right now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In
Remember when Spotify, like, they're removing streams from songs? It even affected them. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Like, they removed like some couple of millions of streams. Like, so Davido was affected badly. Like, that was everywhere. Like, okay, this guy.
And there was a narrative that time that it was Wizkid that was doing streams when stream farming, when they took down Kese. And everybody was saying, "Oh, Wizkid, stream farming," but it came back and it was on number 1. I feel like
they all
do it.
Like, it's still okay. How far are you with your own? Like, okay, you probably added like a couple of millions, but when you add like
so much.
Yeah, for someone like Davido, like, there's some things he does that I'm like, bro, you don't need this.
You don't
Like,
need it anymore.
The other day, he was talking about, oh, I wasn't consigned by anybody. I wasn't for like, bro.
Why do you need to be, bruh? Like, at a point in time, he was signed to Sony. Davido was signed to Sony, and he was crying that he didn't like the deal and stuff. Davido, look, there was a time Davido was almost surpassing Wizkid during the time of If. During the time of Fall.
That was 2017 period.
You feel me?
What were you doing? You dropped Eve, Fire. For those were the 3 biggest Afrobeat songs as of that time. Drop a fucking album, my bro.
Or even if, let your songs try to. Didn't you see what Burna Boy is trying to do? Burna Boy does that shit well. When he released some of all those, after a year, when he released some of those songs that were more international, the album he released a bit more international, like African Giants, yeah. And then he now goes to the Niger. Rema does it also. He released the Calm Down, features Selena Gomez. Then he did the Ozeba, Then now he's coming back to the American. Same thing with Burna Boy, coming back to the American. He now went to do Last, and then put Tony Braxton's sample there. Like, these things are business strategies. Davido hasn't done none of those. We've not received any song that makes us remember If or Fall or Fire. You feel me? Like, you have to put in the business into that and try to recreate some things, in some way. So I feel like that has been one of the problems that Davido has been having in terms of his business strategy. He just vibes, shake it,
I've been saying this thing, bro, sack your team. Start again.
Probably.
Because these guys are not helping you, to be honest.
To be honest.
I feel like there's some things that you're meant to do, especially at this stage you are in your career, right? We consider you the big 3, even though me, I still have my own.
No, for real, that big 3. So we'll come to that.
So there's some things you're meant to do. There's some things you're not meant to do. You need to have a better team to tell you those things, because you are still acting like a
normal, yeah. You feel me?
There was no theme. What was the theme of Timeless? You just added some songs that just put coupled some songs that, okay, you wanted to put on a project, and then just put it out there. So
It's like same thing kind of with this 5 album. Like,
so
okay,
it's still
5, but what is the?
it's still down to what we are saying. That's another reason why I feel the album is not really like doing well, because there was no theme, there's no idea. It didn't release a project, it just released
A bunch of songs.
Yes.
I get it. But to be honest, coming down to the content of the album, he has some good songs. Ding, ding. I
That's
like
the
that
body
song.
shaming
Yeah,
song.
body shaming, whatever. He's supporting. You see it as body shaming, because right now any good thing can be turned into bad, any bad thing can be turned into good. But for me, I see it as him. If you are a big person or a fat person, plus size, whatever you want to call it, no problem. But I wouldn't come and be saying, "Oh, my slim baby." No, you're my horrible baby. It's fine, you know. You own it, but I like it, and I feel like that's what he was trying to show in that song, which was beautiful. Obviously we have the "With You" that is driving the song right now.
Carried.
Is it basically
On my list back should be paying him right now. God, they carry.
they carry the album. I saw a comment somewhere that said, you know, we're talking about Omale, that's a good song on the album. Someone said Omale dropped an album. Yo, so basically that's the song that's pushing it right now. But there's also Offer Me with Victor Monet, which is a really good song. I liked you,
bro.
Amazing.
Excellent.
Amazing. Trust me, that song is amazing.
Davido may not be the best student when it comes to releasing songs or projects, but that man puts in work.
He puts in work
in his videos.
Even in the things, even in his promotion, he spends money. He puts in work. Oh, Victoni.
But
Victoni, holy water, my God, that is a jam.
I think now that you have mentioned this, I think another problem I have with Davido's project and how they don't really do so well is he promotes the wrong song.
Yes,
Like you put energy on the wrong song.
but in this album, he's doing better. He's doing
I
better
think
because
he knows
With You is
better now.
push. Yeah, With You is pushing
But he
itself.
was-
But he did a video for Offer Me and is pushing other
And
songs.
BDS still like that.
Is he still pushing BDS still? BDS still has passed now.
Yeah. No, like he's still. That's still to him. That's still even.
Okay, the dance video, because I saw he did a dance video. I get what you're saying.
Put
Sometimes
energy
you
on
push-
With You. Put energy on Vitoni. Those are songs that will help. Your last album, Timeless. That album, you was pushing on.
Unavailable that I was already doing
that's
well
the
on
worst
its
song on
own.
the album.
But aside even worse or best, Unavailable was already sounding like With You. With You is already pushing itself. So now imagine he's now pushing With You, pushing With You, pushing With You.
Kante. I've been saying this.
Yeah.
thing
Oh
since.
God,
Should have
Kante was an amazing song.
You should have pushed away Picasso.
So I feel like the songs, in terms of content, it has enough content to be a good album. You know, I just feel like there are the factors which we mentioned, which are like the fact that there is no theme, there is no concept per se to the album. It's just a bunch of songs put together. The fact that he promotes the wrong song sometimes, and then I personally think there was a bit of an agenda against Davido during this period. I personally think no, but for real though, because if you think about it, everyone was already coming up with the narrative of, oh, this album wasn't really good. Even 2 days into the album, oh, this album, no, which kind of album be this? Oh, this is that. And then there was also, all of a sudden, everybody was releasing. Wizkid released 2 songs with Ayastar and Olamide. Everybody was releasing. This person really 1 week into Davido's album release. Like, you know, they do that thing sometimes where, okay, calm down, this person just released. Everybody was releasing. You know, if Ayastar and Wizkid releases, bro, that song is gonna do well, you know? So that was what disrupted Davido's, all his songs are charting from 1 to 15 kind of thing. All of a sudden, people just started releasing. At the point in time, I even saw a tweet some weeks ago of Davido saying, make una they talk bad about me, it dey work. Like, I personally feel like there was an agenda when Davido released his album for it not to do well.
I get you, but maybe I'm not on that page because I feel everybody is fighting for this thing.
Yeah.
So whether you drop and I don't drop, it's just more of the respect. Like, okay, I'll push back because you are dropping. You feel me? So everybody, okay, Davido is dropping. Everybody also wants to drop their honor too. So like I said, I don't really.
You don't buy into that.
I don't buy into it. What I'll just say is people were overheating.
People were overhating.
Not like
that's part of it.
Not saying people, because when the album dropped, I was saying, oh, what is this? Oh,
Yeah.
But
people
like,
were really there was.
if you calm down, I'm not a huge. Everybody knows I'm a Rema guy. I'm not a huge. The big three. I'm not. Yeah, but when I actually listened to that album, no, that album it was not bad.
Yeah.
To be honest.
We're not gonna compare it to like, Wizkid's album, his previous album, but that album was good. 5 album, to me personally, is a good album. Could it be better for Davido's standards? Yes, but to me personally, it's a good album. What do you think?
Gay. I really liked.
You feel me?
Well, I like the album. This with you song. Baby, why?
It's still number one on Nigerian. So, Davido, I would stand by you on this one and say, fuck the agenda. You feel me?
Avengers.
It was it was a good album. 5 album was a good album. I hope you all enjoyed this so far, man. You know, in my opinion, like I said, Davido's album is a good album. I don't care what people think. It might not have been better than some of his predecessors, or like Wizkid's current album. I'm not gonna lie, Mariah is one of Wizkid's best album. Like, it was amazing.
do people keep saying that?
Bro, this Mariah was amazing. We're not gonna get into that right now, but the whole point of music is not to compare. The whole point of music is to enjoy. And personally, I think Davido's 5 is an amazing album. No, sorry. I wouldn't call it amazing, but it's a very good album because I like at least more than 5 songs from it. And I feel like the hype of the hating was just too much, in my opinion.
In my opinion, I think it flopped.
After saying you think it's a good album, pick one side. Pick one side.
Flopped.
Boom. Yo, but thank you guys for sticking with us to the end, man. You guys let us know in the comment section what your opinion is about Davido's 5 album. I will be seeing you all in the next episode.
Fire, right? Fire. Yo, papa.